Mr. Crabtree here. An angle grinder is an irreplaceable tool in a welding shop. Some of you guys may have seen these before. It's basically it's a small version. We've got big grinders. We've got some that hold disc up to 10 inches. We've got 7-inch grinders. This one is actually a 4-inch. I call them a 4-inch grinder, 4.5-inch grinders. But what they consist of, it's an electric power tool. I've got it plugged into an extension cord down at my feet. But they have a disc. This disc is comprised of an abrasive material. So when we pull the trigger on the angle grinder, this disc is going at a high rate of speed, and we're able to smooth edges of steel, aluminum, various kinds of metal. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trigger. I've got my safety glasses on. There's a little safety. Usually there's a different safety, different types, different brands of grinders, but there should always be a little manual safety. If there's not, you don't need to be using that grinder. So on this one, I have a safety here. I've got to push this switch forward, pull the trigger, and you can hear it go. Now, today what we're going to be doing, you guys watched me cut the little circle out of the steel tubing. One of my last videos with the oxygen and acetylene. I need this little circle. I need the edges smooth, and you can see where there's dredge from the cut, from the torch cut. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to put this piece of steel in my bench vise, tighten it up good. I'm going to grab my hat. I wear my hat so I don't get burns on my head. My earplugs, keep sparks out of my ears. And also, an angle grinder is loud, so if you're going to grind much at all, if you're around somebody else grinding, you need to wear earplugs. Always wear your safety glasses. So you're going to notice that there's sparks going to fly when I touch the abrasive wheel to the steel. Sparks are going to fly, and where there's sparks, you got the potential of a fire. So when you're grinding, be aware of where those sparks are flying. My garage doors right here. I don't want to grind and throw the sparks back inside the garage. I want to throw the sparks out here where there's nothing that's going to catch on fire. Always wait for the wheel to stop spinning before you lay your grinder down. I'm going to grab my gloves. When you're finished grinding, your workpiece will be hot from the abrasion, but I'm going to show you. We started out this side. This side is where we have the dredge from our cut, and this is not perfect, but this is going to work for the application. But if you look here, what I just ground, I smoothed that edge off. Now I can lay it down, get a better weld on my gate. So angle grinders, they're a good tool to use. It's something, if you get into welding, you'll be using a lot of grinders. So just always work safe with them. Grinders are a dangerous tool. I've worked around them for years. I've worked around them for 20 plus years. They've not been in any They've not caused me any injuries, but the reason is I do respect them. I respect them as a tool. I respect that they can cause me injury, and I work safe with them. So maybe next video we'll do a little welding on this gate.